Hello everyone, welcome to your Aquarius new moon reading, and this new moon is going to be on February 1st of 2022. It'll be around 12:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when it's going to be at its fullest. So for some of you in the western part of the United States, of course, that is going to be on the evening of January 31st, and wherever you're at in the world, of course. But this new moon has wonderful Aquarian energy coming in. It is an energy of independence. So when you're looking at help that's going to be coming your way around this new moon, it's going to be more coming from like groups rather than an individual. So that's kind of that Aquarian energy. They're more group oriented than, individuals. The new moon energy also has this kind of push to flow with any changes that are coming in around this new moon. And it's kind of this advice to step back from situations, cool down, and have like this rational look at current situations, not all that heated emotion flowing through there. So you can allow things to develop and try thinking from a different angle. So all that kind of energy is coming in. There's an affirmation. I love these Moonology decks that Yasmin Bullen puts out, and this is the Manifestation Oracle. And so you can see here, this is the new moon in Aquarius that's coming up. And the affirmation that she mentions in her little book that comes with this deck says, "There's only one of me, and it's safe to be me. And I love me." So I really, really like that one. And so with all these new moon cycles, of course, every 28, 29, 30 days, we have that new cycle of the moons that happen that go from new moon to the quarter moon to the full moon to the third quarter moon, back to the new moon again. So there's always this fluctuation there, but within each of the signs as well, there is a 6-month cycle. So this is the ending of a cycle that happened like over a year ago. But we have the full moon in Aquarius that happened back in 2021. In fact, we had 2 full moons in Aquarius, one after one another in 2021, which doesn't happen quite often. And so we had July 23rd, and then the blue moon in Aquarius on August 22nd. So if you look around those dates and in between those dates, you can kind of look and see what kind of changes were happening, because this one, the full moon energy for back in that time, was about being real. It was about opening up to clarity around circumstances in our life, separating our ego's influence from the capital T truths of the reality of a situation. There was this balancing between the heart and the mind, and this balancing of being real versus trying to please all of the people all the time. The affirmation for those back in that energy was, "The truth empowered you and it set you free." So there was this setting free of something going on around July 23rd through August 22nd or thereabouts. And so since then, all the way up to this new moon, you've been working on all that energy of being more real, of seeing things more clearly, seeing beyond the ego and what your ego was saying something meant, like what story you were putting around a situation. And the clarity came over these last 6 months, which allows you to come in to this new energy where you're allowing the changes to happen with all this information that you gathered during that. So we're going to dive into each of the individual zodiac signs and just see what the Creator wants you to know about this new moon and about what these changes are and what you can go with the flow with. So we'll jump into your specific reading right now. All right, all my Tauruses, this is your reading for the Aquarian new moon. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here, at least one, from the Spirit Junkie deck here. And this is just going to be what the Creator wants you to be aware of, on what clarity came to you over these last 6 months, and or What change or changes are you being encouraged to embrace? What to flow through or to flow with? Whatever changes. So, all right, there we go. So, creator for Arcturians, what would you like them to know? Okay. Any others? Okay, 3. And this is your first one here. This one says, my power lies in my peaceful presence. So I love that. And then you also have this one here. This one says, all is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. That's from Louise Hay. And I really feel like this awareness is what helps you bring this peaceful presence, and that allows you to really see your power, which then you have this one here. This one says, my happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly I can shift my perceptions from fear to love. Yeah, so yeah, these definitely are what bring this here. And they want to do some interesting in your reading. So we're going to go with the flow here and just put these right there. Yeah, because you definitely, this peaceful presence where you really feel your empowerment comes from these 2 capital T truths. One is that your perception of, like, your choice of what story you put in any situation that comes your way is so empowering, because no matter what comes your way, you can either choose to put a story of victimhood or a story of victorhood, emotion of extreme fear or an emotion of extreme unconditional love, or something in between. And this also talks about that all is well, everything is always working out for your good. It's trusting that the universe, that the creator, that the spirit world is having things unfold in your life for you, and that your life is not happening to you, but it's happening for you. You are safe. Everything that happens in your life is for you. Anything passes you by in your life and doesn't come back around, that was not meant for you, because there is something more beneficial for your experience here to come your way, or you wanted to experience what it would feel like not to get that thing too. So there's a lot of, this is like the Wheel of Fortune kind of energy that's coming in here, and the major arcana. And if it doesn't come up in here, they might have me talk about it, but I'm just going to pull cards here from the Good Tarot and just see what else the creator wants you to know about this Aquarius new moon. All right, so for Arcturians, what else would you like them to know, please? Okay, they wanted that one, and they wanted that one, and they wanted this one. And I'm going to put them on here. Very different. Your reading is unique from everyone else's, of course, so that's all right. They want that one there. What else? Okay. They want that one there. Any others? Okay. Yep, that one right there. Okay. And this one, they kind of want to have for the very end. That's going to go in the middle, so we will put that right there. Okay, so we're going to start down here. And you have the Ace of Earth. Of course, you have your beautiful Earth energy, that's you, and this would be the Ace of Pentacles in the Standard Tarot. And this is all about your outside world. This has to do with new possibilities, new opportunities coming your way in the physical world. And that makes sense as you really grasp onto these capital T truths from the higher world that are coming in here for you. You're really understanding that a lot of it has to do with your beliefs, limiting beliefs from before, that when you feel like, no, this is how it has to happen. It it has to happen this way and no other way, because if it doesn't happen this way, then it means that my life isn't unfolding as it's supposed to. And so it's a very thin line, it's very hard to live life with such tight expectations. But as you're expanding here, you're expanding your viewpoint, you're shifting your perceptions here, right? Suddenly there's all these opportunities that lied outside of here. They were all out here and all out here. And as you expand your perceptions and your viewpoint and open your mind and your heart, suddenly you have so many answers, so many ways, so many things, so many opportunities. It's like, okay, which opportunity I'm going to pick? Whereas before you felt you had none, here you have like, oh my gosh, okay, I need to figure out which one I want to choose. So it's this new opportunities that are coming up around this Aquarius new moon because these perceptions are expanding. And then we're coming over here, and you have the Queen of the Earth. And this would be, of course, the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, abundance, making sure you're taking care of yourself, your dreams. But she usually has like a rabbit on her card in other tarot, and this is all about abundance and flow. But making sure you're focusing in on your dream and what you want to accomplish, your higher dream, your passion, and not trying to go along with, again, all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos that kept you so narrowed in. It's because someone handed you a dream when you were young saying this is who you should be, what you should do, and you took it on like we all do, and then, oh, okay, this is my dream, but you don't feel that passion and that power around it like you did before. So there's this beautiful grounding that's coming in with all this, because this is, the earth is a very grounding energy, and this is your energy, and so you're really feeling at home with yourself with all of this that's unfolding. And then you have the Eight of Fire. Fire is which would be the wands in the Standard Tarot. It's our drive, our ambition, our aha inspiration, our, passion. It's also our spiritual energy. And the Eight of Fire is all about fast energy coming in. It's fast movement. Things are just going boom, 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 which makes sense with all these opportunities and this abundance coming in. Things happen very quickly around this Aquarius new moon. Whatever unfolds for you here is going to move very quickly. It also, because it can represent your spiritual energy, all these orbs are messengers. These are messages of love coming from the higher realms, and that can be your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, the creator, spirit, unicorns, fairies, whatever you believe those beings of unconditional love and light are. This is them bringing messages to you around this Aquarius new moon. So you can be getting them from the outside world, a lot of answers and synchronicities, and from all over the place, from license plates and bumper stickers and songs, to overhearing someone's conversation, to getting, seeing something on social media, just seeing all this stuff coming from the outside world. And that can also be things being dropped into your brain, where you're opening your mind and answers come like they're dropped in suddenly, just like, I don't know where that idea came from, but hey, that's going to work. That's them bringing answers for you And it can also be loved ones bringing you messages where if you're not even thinking about them at all, and you have someone who's passed and gone to the other side, and just suddenly you have this memory of, remembering them when you weren't even thinking about them at all. That's them touching your brain, activating that memory, because they want you to know that you're not alone, and that they have always been with you every second since they left their physical body, and they will never leave you until you come to the other side. And then you'll be side by side, right? But you are not alone. You have a great support team on the other side. And so just know that you're going to be getting messages all over the place. Just be open-minded, open-hearted, and you will see those. All right, we're going to go in clockwise here, and then you go into the 7 of air. Air would be swords in the standard suit, and this represents your mind. So it's your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your mentalities, your attitudes, expectations, all that brain stuff, all those beliefs that had kept you feeling limited before. Now, the 7 of swords really, I'm going to take a look at this one here, because this one, they had this a little differently than the others, but yeah, I really feel it's like air and swords can also mean messages. And with all these feathered beasts all around, because this is air, for some reason, they're pulling me away from the standard interpretation of it. And they're just like saying, yes, messages are going to be coming to your mind. So that is what that one's going to mean for you. And I was like, well, but, we just go with the flow when it comes with spirit, right? We're going to read that intuitively. And because they definitely want to, are telling you messages from all over the place. But they're really reiterating here that you're going to be having so many messages just dropped into your head, whether it's from loved ones on the other side or just ideas that are just going to like drop, and just try to remember, don't try to limit yourself here. Just allow to receive. And that's where this is coming in with that. What changes are you encouraging to flow with? It's open your mind. This is what they want you with these changes that are coming with these beliefs here. Open your mind. Open your mind. Don't be stubborn, Taurian bulls. And then you have the 8 of water. Water is your emotions. It's your cups. So you've got earth, fire, air, and water. You have all 4 suits represented, which is amazing. And the 8 of cups is all about realizing what emotions you're ready to cut away and walk away from. What emotions are no longer serving you. And you are ready to let those go. One of my favorite decks, I think it's the Light Seers Tarot, it shows like someone walking away, and she's walking away into the sunrise, because the sun's getting ready to rise, and there's just one cup. It's the 8 of cups, but there's one cup that's sitting, and there's these flames coming out of it. And it's like she did this little ritual of burning away those things. You know how you can like write something that you're ready to release and let go of, and you write it on paper and you crumple it up, or you put it in something and set it on fire, and that's you doing this action of release. And they brought that to me to say, yeah, you want to do these actions of releasing these old emotions that no longer serve you. They served you to experience what you wanted before, but you got this whole new adventure that's coming in for you here. Because your final card is the 9 of earth. And the 9s are like the Hermit card, which is about finding things from within. And this is all about finding your abundance, finding all of this power from within you, not from the outside. And so this journey isn't about other people coming in and bringing you answers and bringing you that, besides spirit. Spirit is different because they're going to bring them from within you. Obviously, they're going to drop them in your head here a lot. This is about finding your abundance and finding your feeling of wholeness from within. So this definitely is the perfect culmination of all these cards, especially all this earth energy here, which is your element. It is you finding this wholeness, this completeness, this power that lies within you when you're in your peaceful presence. Because when you're not in peace and you're in fear, you're literally out of your mind. We all humans are. When we go into fight or flight mode, the blood rushes from our brain, not completely, but enough of it rushes to go to the aid of our arms and legs so that we can fight, or flee like crazy to be able to feel safe again. And so when we're doing that, we're not at peace at all. We actually are reacting emotionally instead of responding with our minds and with our hearts together, with our spirit and our human side together. When we're in fight or flight mode, you can think of it as that there's 4 characters in your head. You have your human emotion in your human mind, and you have your spiritual emotion in your spiritual mind. So there's like these 4 characters. There's this book by Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor called Whole Brain Living, and she talks about the 4 characters. And when the little one, our little emotional human side, freaks out and feels unsafe, it sounds an alarm and it shuts the other 3 out. And so we're not using our human mind or our spiritual mind or our spiritual heart. We're just we become an animal, to fight or to flee. And so this is all about coming into this inner peace and coming into this inner place where you feel this stability and this grounding to where you're in the eye of the storm, where it's peaceful. And in that place, we connect to the higher realms. We hear the messages, right? And so this power that comes in where you can hear and see these messages is by seeking peace, seeking to de-stress your life. And so it is sometimes a conscious effort to raise our vibration to one of unconditional love and joy and happiness and peace. And in doing that, that's the frequency at which Spirit speaks. And so you'll hear these messages even more and more clear. But I love that this definitely is about letting these old emotions go that no longer serve you, because you've felt the non-peace and you're like, okay, I've experienced that, I'm ready for something else. And so really zero in on the messages of these 2 cards, especially because they have a lot of wisdom and a lot of guidance for you that will help ground you. All right, well, that's all they had for you there. I do want to let you know, in addition to these readings, I also do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, weekly energy updates by each of the elements like fire signs, water signs, etc., new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of others. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and to be notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button, and then click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will help you change your setting to be notified for these videos immediately when they become available. And then you won't miss out on anything. But also, if you want to do any of that, that also helps share the love, because doing those just makes the little YouTube algorithm happy. And it allows it to share these videos as recommended videos with others. So if you want to do any of that, of course, I graciously appreciate that. There's never any pressure to do so, of course. So thank you if you do decide that. Also, Taurians, as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing new moon. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you take care.